Well, hello and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. So, we are still in June, but don't worry, we're not going to stay in June forever. But I did want to get a couple of things done just before we move on. Now, there has been a game update. Oh, I just want to start by saying, as I'm all over the place, I just want to start by saying I have now clocked up over 100 hours on this save game. And we've come quite a long way, I think. Right, now what I was saying was, there has been a game update, and it apparently is supposed to have fixed the manure pit link with the cow barns. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in a manure pit and start generating manure, but obviously we'll need to put straw in for bedding, which we can do as well. So, first of all, let's put in a manure pit. What would it come under? Silos? Flattening failed. Yep, so it will come under silos. Just one of those ones that... It doesn't say it's too far away from the cow barn, that's interesting. Silo extensions? Must be placed near your stables. Ah, well that one says manure heap needs to be placed next to a barn, so that's the one here that we want to use, I think. We could put it in over here. Just there would be absolutely perfect. I believe I own all of that land. Let's do it. Lovely. So we now have a manure pit. That's beautiful. It's connected to cow barn, it says, which is fantastic. So what we need to do now is have a quick look in the sale to see if there's any sort of straw chopping thing, which there isn't. So now we need to get a straw blower. We have one of two options. The Ravage. Looks like an interesting machine. Yeah, do you know what? Let's use that one. We'll buy that. Smashing. Right, I will go down to the store and pick it up. And let's use this tractor. In fact, we'll send this down to the store to pick it up while we are spreading slurry. Because the reason that we're staying in June at the minute is because I want to get slurry spread onto the spinach. So we get one layer of fertilizer application by spreading our slurry. We also need to spray the weeds off of this field down here, but I think we could probably do that next month when we are spreading fertilizer on the spinach as well. So the worker is on its way over to the store to pick up the straw blower. Once it's over there, I will get it connected up and get it to bring the straw blower back again. In the meantime, we will spread some slurry. Look at that, full tank. Amazing. Right, that's the field mostly covered. Oh, wait till it saves. There we go. Tiny little bit done here. I'll get on the way back. But yeah, that's a pretty good covering there. We can next month when it's grown, we can spray it and get the second application. I did realise about halfway through that I could be doing double application rate, but I don't think we would have had enough to cover the whole field in that case. Right, let's just do the little bit down here that is left. There we go. That's that done. We'll get this folded up. I don't know if you noticed, but the worker has made it back with the straw blower, so we can get on and put some straw into the cow pen. There's no point in hanging around and not getting that done, because it can generate manure overnight, which would be fantastic. Yeah, I know the old problem with it was that you could place the manure pen and it would connect to the cow barn, and then once you reloaded the save game, it lost its connection. Now, the patch notes in the 1.5 patch, which I hope you've all downloaded by now, because it's been out a while, say that it is now fixed. Right, as for food, they've obviously got food in there, but I don't know how much exactly. They are reproducing. We don't have anything in the mixer, but that's not necessarily a problem. We could create a quick feed mix when we've done the bedding. Obviously this needs to be out of the way. And yes, that can go there for now. Let's have a look at how this thing works. So it looks like there's some sort of thing on the back here. We can unfold. Yep, okay, so that is unfolded. I'm not really sure. I don't know if I can back it into the straw and load it in that way. You first need to fill the tool. So, can I move that thing around? Not really. Right, okay. Let's see if we can get the straw spiked onto it. It's difficult to see. Right. Okay, how do I make this work now? Oh well, okay, I've managed to get one. So that'll do for now. Oh, there's only 3,907 litres apparently is 100%. Well, it might be easier to use a telehandler, if I'm honest. But, I don't know, that was a way of doing it. Right, as for loading the straw into the cow pen, I'm not sure which side it goes, but I don't think it really matters in this cow pen because it's both sides. Let's get this aligned. There we go. So you can see the prompt has come up already for unloading. Let's get it done. We're loading it into the feed trough there. Great stuff. And I don't know how much it takes, but obviously it's a lot. Actually, it's not doing too badly for Phil. Right, let's get another 2 bales in there while we can. But I'll do this with the telehandler. There it is. Ah, we've got the log fork on. Ah, that reminds me. Do we need to load up the sawmill? Yeah, it's out. It's out. But we have a lot of products over there. I believe. We'll have to check that out. Okay, let's put this in here. And we will get our pallet fork stroke bale spike. I've been saying for so many episodes now I really need to get a bale spike, and I just haven't done anything about it. Oh, I've made a right mess in here. Well, that's not good. Okay, let's grab these two. That's 15,000 litres, which is a lot more than the 3,000 that we had to start with. These two should hopefully go quite a way to fill up the cow barn. Right. Hopefully they're in there enough. Yeah, it seems to suggest it's got one at least. We can start, and then the other one will fall in. It's quite a wide straw blower, but it looks quite good anyway. We should start to see the straw coming up through the floor here. I hope. Hello, baby cows. It'd be good to see that. I think it needs to get pretty full before we can actually see that happening. I'm hoping the other bale will fall down. Yep, and ready to go again. Fantastic. So that should be filling up. Oh, okay, so it's not filling up that quickly. Maybe we do need to go and get another couple of bales. Do that while that's unloading. Right. I am going to fill up the straw with as much as I possibly can and do another feed mix for them, and then we'll probably move on to July, I would think. Alright, there we go. The shed is now full of straw. It is about to be full of total mixed ration as well. Well, I'll say full. Probably not full, actually. But we're going to put more total mixed ration in anyway. Yep, straw is absolutely at the max, so that is fantastic. Ooh, why have we stopped unloading that? Oh, we are full. Amazing. Well, that's great news. So, I'm going to switch that off. Oh, I'm inside the cow barn. Lovely. Let's get out at this end over here, because I want to check on the manure pit. Oh. Sorry, cows. Let's have a look. Aha! Yes, it has started. Fantastic. It has started. We are getting manure. So manure is going to be another green fertilizer. Absolutely brilliant. Right, what we're going to do is move on to July. I'm hoping that the poplar is going to be ready. I don't know whether we can put the poplar on a worker. I really don't. It's worth a shot. Oh, look at the moon. It's worth a shot. But let's sleep now through to July. If we can put the poplar on a worker, then I will do that because it is an inane job. And we will have a look at getting some more trees cut down and put into the sawmill because we desperately need it. Well, that was a very short sleep. Is the poplar ready? Yes, it looks ready. So, I think... Well... Oh, it's taken everything that was in there anyway. How quickly is it working through the straw? Fairly quickly, but not super quick. Okay, now where did I put that bio baler? Here it is. Put the bumper on the front there. Not sure really what effect it has, but it's on there anyway. Attached to the bio baler. It's already got some wood chips in it, which will go towards the first bale. But yeah, we need. I mean, it would be fantastic if we can get this on a worker. I need to flood the rice paddy. Let's not forget to do that again. Flood. Oh, and I've accidentally dropped off the baler. Brilliant. This is going super well today. Right, now, last time I tried this, I could drive over the crop without causing any damage. So that would be a wonderful thing to be able to do. If we could do it again. We'll just test that theory now. Yep. Looks like it's absolutely fine. Let's see. Oh, no field detected. Oh, that's a shame. So we can't. Unfortunately, use a worker. This is going to be a long old job. But it is the last time we're going to have to do it because we are turning this field into a rice paddy. Which is going to be amazing. Right then. Well, I suppose I'd better crack on and get this done. For me, it's going to take quite a while. For you guys, a lot less time because I'm going to be putting it into a very fast time lapse. And I'll see you when it's done. Oh, look at that. There's weeds growing in our spinach field. I didn't know that would happen. It makes sense, but I didn't know that would happen. So, we have got some spraying to do as well. But first of all, let's get the wood chips. Right, well, I reckon that's possibly just over a third of the field. My understanding is, and I could be wrong, I'm willing to take the risk. My understanding is that poplar doesn't wither. And if that's the case, we can do this over the next few months, especially given that we've got 3 fields down there ready for harvest that I've just noticed. Oh dear. Right, well, first thing I want to do is to top up the goat's water, because I feel that they probably have run out. Maybe. Let's just see. Yep, they took quite a lot of that, so I would think that they probably had run out. We need to get the fields sprayed. So we're going to pop the weight down there, and we'll get the sprayer onto this. We need to spray both herbicide and fertilizer. Fertilizer on the spinach, and herbicide on both the spinach and the soybeans. Right, we've got fertilizer on at the minute, so we'll do that first. And otherwise, things are going relatively well. It might be worth me getting my harvester working on one of the fields to start with a oh crikey, with a worker. Just because we need to get it done, basically. I don't know how quickly this is going to fill up, but we shall find out. It is just the spinach that needs fertilizer, isn't it? Yeah, and spraying for weeds. Yep, okay, so I know that we do need to get another harvester at some point, something a bit bigger, especially if we are going to be buying bigger fields. We're going to need to yeah, make that purchase quite soon, I think. Right, I think this is canola. Yep, so we won't get straw anyway. But let's... yeah, the straw swath is disabled. We'll start with the headland. Off you go, young man. Or woman. Man. Okay, so if we get the worker doing that, we shall get back into our spraying tractor. We will go spray the spinach to start with the fertilizer, come back and get the herbicide, and then do the spinach and the soybeans. Fields all nicely flooded there. Yeah, I reckon that we're about a third of the way through that field. Maybe slightly over a third, I don't know. Oh look, there are patches where it hasn't regrown straight away. It's interesting. Wonder why that would be. Right, I want steering assist on. There we go. And we are ready to spray. We will just double check that's working. Yes, it is. Fantastic. Right then, I'll get all this done. We'll keep an eye on the harvesting as well. But yeah, we've got so much to do this month. We're going to be in this month for a couple of episodes at least. I haven't even thought about getting more trees chopped down and taken over to the sawmill. That's another job we've got to do. But let's get on with the spraying first, and I think then we'll finish this episode before doing the wheat harvest. Right, I shall see you in a sec. Right, well, we've run out of herbicide, which is not ideal. But the worker has finished the canola field, which is fantastic. We've got 8,000 litres in here and a little bit more in there, not a lot. It'll all go into the oil mill. Let's just get that emptying. Yeah, 141 litres left in here. So once that's emptied, which is done now, we'll get it folded up and leave it over here by the wheat fields. It's obviously going to be doing those next. First thing next time, we will get this over onto the wheat fields. But let's take the canola up now and deposit it off in the oil mill. That can just stay there for now. I think most of these fields are going to need a bit of ploughing before we plant them again, so that's stuff that needs to be done. So we do need to get some more herbicide. We've got the canola here to put into the oil mill, start making more canola oil. I would love to put in some sunflowers. Obviously we don't have the header for it, but we are due a big cash injection. And once we've paid off that loan, we'll have plenty left over for the for things like sunflower header. Which would be amazing. Right, where's the oil mill? That's this one here, isn't it? Is it? No, that's the grain mill. Ah, oil mill's at the end there. And we can get that working straight away. Oil mill. Oh, look at that. All the canola's already gone in there. Activate. There we go. Superb. Right, as for this tractor, we'll take off that trailer and put on this trailer. We'll have to get the pallet of fertilizer off. I don't think we've got any more herbicide. No, we don't. The pallet of fertilizer can come off. If I can ever find my telehandler, which is low on fuel. In fact, lots of things are low on fuel and beeping at me. It doesn't look that low on fuel, but the beeping says it is. Unfortunately, I think my Cytex side panel is misbehaving. Right, that's off there. It seems to be working that alright, but yes, the tine adjustment in is super slow. And I think that's the problem I was having with the trees last time as well, in grappling the trees. Anyway, I'm going to send this one off to the store, and they can get me some more herbicide that we can start off with next time. But as for this episode, we are done for today. We're not done for this month, but we're done for the day. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.